Okay, you guys, so I'm sorry for the clothing in the background and everything, and there might be some back noise because I think the pipes are like knocking or whatever, but we're gonna go ahead and do our makeup. So of course I'm just starting out with some Carmex. I just have my hair in a towel still just to let it dry. You guys, like, I cannot believe that there's still snow on the ground. I hope I make it outside while there's still like a lot. Now I'm just gonna take my little watermelon moisturizer, especially with this snow. Definitely don't want it to be dry. You know, like I always say, I'm just evening out the color on my eyelids because can you tell, like, it's super dark over here and it's like more even to what my skin looks like now, you know. But I just woke up in the worst mood today, and I know why. Mother Nature is paying her visit to me right now, and like, just, I am in a mood. I'm in such a mood. Everything is just so annoying. I have not been wearing makeup to go to work at all, and it's not like a big deal anymore, you know, because I'm kind of at that point where sometimes I feel like I look fine without makeup, and I'm like, oh, you know what, like, I kind of like this natural look with you know, my outfit. At least if my outfit is good, like, my work doesn't care if I'm wearing makeup or not, you know. They just want you to look like business casual. So now I just feel like I don't ever wear makeup, like, ever. It's like little kids having snowball fights right now outside. It's funny. I tried to make a snowman last night when I saw the snow, but the snow wouldn't stick together. Like, it wouldn't stick together enough to make a little snowman. So I couldn't make one, but I tried. I definitely tried. I kind of want to do like a shimmery lid. And I have, I don't know if you can see, I have like these two colors, or this one. These are all like shimmery shades. Even this dark color is like supposed to be more shimmery. I don't know which one I want to do though. I think maybe this. You guys, my tripod was breaking. I just dropped stuff again. Breathe. Just breathe. It's gonna be okay. It is going to be okay. Okay, just giving myself a little pep talk because I'm getting a little frustrated. So we're just gonna put that down, and just know I'm using a gold brassy color because apparently okay, now I can't talk, and because apparently my little thing doesn't want to be shown. The light just came back on, so that's why it got bright all of a sudden. I'm gonna just take a little bit of the moisturizer, like literally you can barely even see how much I took, but I'm just gonna put it on this brush. I'm gonna just put it on there to kind of wet the brush a little bit so that the color will stick and it will come on my it'll stay on my lid a lot better, and it'll show up a lot brighter and shimmery. So I'm just going to take this color. I didn't really get it in there. I never use these colors, so I'm excited to see if they even really like work, you know what I mean? it kind of just looks like I'm putting glitter on my eye. Yeah, you can't even really tell that there's like a color coming on, like if there's a color coming on with it. It just looks like glitter. I mean, it's not bad. It just isn't what I thought it was gonna be. I'm just taking that up to like my brow bone. This was like a last minute decision. I'm probably gonna regret it. But this is not a tutorial, you guys. Just getting ready with me. And you guys, I feel like getting dressed just put me in a bad mood as well. Because I tried on my overalls and as you saw, they literally have a rip where its stomach is, and I don't even remember that happening like the last time that I wore them, and I haven't worn them in a while, so I just always pass them up because it's been like cold, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to wear ripped jeans, or I'm going to work so I can't wear those super ripped jeans, and I didn't want to wear the pants that I'm wearing today because they're not very comfortable to like sit in all day, and I just needed like pants to go outside, you know. But then I was like, well, I don't want to be changing 20 times because we can't do laundry right now, and I don't have much clothing left besides dresses, so I'm trying to be sparing with what I use, you know. I might put like a different sweater over this when I go outside. I kind of want to take a picture in the snow. I did a little video and I can like insert it here, and you guys can see I did like a cute little, well, I thought it was cute. I did a cute little like picking up the snow and then like throwing it thing, and I just thought it was cool. I liked it, and I did that last night. But I think that's as much as the color is gonna pack on. Yeah, it packed on way more on this side and not as much on this side, but I didn't reapply the moisturizer to my brush or anything, so that's probably why. But like I said, I'm in a mood and I don't really care. So so this is something that I don't usually show you guys in these makeup tutorials, but so to keep up my eyebrows, because like as you can see, I have like all this like excess hair here that we do not want. I use these little shavers. So my hair grows way too fast to even try to wax them, so I just use these little shavers right here. You can kind of see it, and it just like folds in like that. It came in like a pack of like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, so I still have a few of them. So these are just so much easier for me to use on my brows, and I feel like I have more control over the shape of them when I use these things. So I can kind of just show you what I do. You can see like all this excess hair here, and that's what we're going to be getting rid of, because the darkest parts of my brows, like they're kind of already the shape that I want them to be. It's just this little excess here. I probably should have done that before I put like all the glitter there, but I'm just gonna do it now. Just close my eye because I don't want my eyelashes to get caught in there or anything. And then just going underneath here just slightly. And then I know people say that you shouldn't do it, but there's like little hairs that come up on the top here that I get rid of. So I do just take it, I'll take a little bit off the top here. I just think it looks cleaner for me, you know. I have a certain shape that I like my eyebrows to be, and mostly that's how they grow, because I've been through such a process with my eyebrows. But you can already see how much better this one looks compared to this one. Just looks like 10 times better. So yeah, I just I take a little bit off of here, up here. I'll come on this side over here, and I'll kind of do this. And then wipe away that hair. Make sure that there's nothing there, you know. And I just kind of shape it. Like, this would be so much harder to do if I was using wax. So that's why I like to use these things. Gotta get in between here. Nobody wants a unibrow. And I don't really have like a unibrow, but I do get little hairs in there sometimes. And I'm like, nope. We are getting rid of you right now, honey. I have a whole bunch of glitter all over my forehead now from using this thing going underneath here. She's gonna be very glittery today. But okay, so now we're gonna go to this brow, and like I said, you're just getting that excess hair. When you're first doing your brows, you kind of can see that what's excess, because it's not as dark as your eyebrows. Like, it's just like little hairs that are underneath here. And you'll see such a difference in your face whenever you get rid of those little excess hairs, because it'll be like, wow, like your face just kind of like brightens up. It's a great tool. I love this thing, and that's why I think like so many people are like obsessed with their eyebrows, you know, because eyebrows really make such a big difference. Like, they make a difference in your makeup. They make a difference in your look. But a lot of it's just like to your liking. If you want to keep more hair in your eyebrows, don't shave as much off. If you want thinner eyebrows, then you can go in a little deeper. And that's what I like about this tool. You can maneuver it better. You have more control over what's being taken off and what's not. You do have to be careful if you're first using it. You don't want to go in too heavy, because I'm not going to name who, but somebody, not me, in my family has used, not this one, it was like a littler one, but has used something like this. And when she did her eyebrows, she accidentally put like a huge like gap in her eyebrows. And low-key, it was kind of funny, but then I was like, well, it's funny because it wasn't happening to me. But that can happen, so be careful. So you do want to be careful with these things, but they are really great tools, and I really feel like they are just helpful if you are new at doing your brows, or if you just don't want to spend money on waxing your eyebrows like every 2 weeks or whatever, and you have to pay for the service and then give a tip too. Like, if you can try this out and it works for you, then do that. If not, if you want to just keep getting your eyebrows waxed, that's fine too. But for me, I like that I have more control over this. Even if I bought like a waxing kit or something, I still feel like this gives me the best desired look. And if I can find these, because I bought these at Walmart or Sally's, these this brand specifically, like this style of razor, because I've used different ones, but this one in particular has worked the absolute best. But yeah, that's how I do my brows. That's how I keep up or upkeep my brows. I think I'm gonna do like full on wing liner today. I do have an eyeliner tutorial. I'll link it up here or wherever, and you can go watch it if you want to see exactly how I do my wing liner. I feel like the biggest key to your wing liner or your eyeliner, period, is just filling it in. You know what I mean? Like filling in the lines, making sure that there's no gaps. That makes like all the difference, you guys. Y'all want to know how I got into wing liner? So when I was in middle school, I think I was in like 7th grade, and my friend Sadie was the first one of my age group that I saw or that I knew to wear wing liner. I mean, to wear liquid liner. And no shade, but it looked kind of crazy, right? But because we were new at makeup, you know, but when I saw her wearing it, like just the boldness of it, because I was only used to using like a pencil or using like an eyeshadow that obviously wasn't very strong. So when I saw her like bold liner, because it was like liquid, I was like, wow. Then I was like, oh my gosh, like she looks so pretty. Like I want to look like that, you know? And I was like, wow, like that looks so good. And like you can see, I have always been into like really bold liner. Like I just love like boom, like in your face eyeliner. And it's just something that I really love. And so when I saw her using that, I was like, oh, I think I could do that, you know? So I remember when I was able to, I asked my mom if she would buy me some wing line. I keep saying wing liner because that's what I use it for, but I asked my mom if she would buy me some liquid liner. And when she was able to, she did. So I got some liquid liner. I think I got it from the dollar store. I think it was like a Wet n Wild one or something. And I started to wear liquid liner. And I used to do this thing. If I can find a picture, I'll definitely put it up. But I used to do this thing where I would do my why I was so amazed like that it was so bold, because I used to put on my pencil liner, and then for some reason, I don't know why I used to do it, but I used to put my eyeshadow over that. So then it kind of was like more muted. And I think that's why I was so amazed that her eyeliner was like just boom, you know, like it popped, because I was used to just seeing the muted one that I was always doing, you know, because I was putting eyeshadow over it. But yeah, you guys, I really suggest, it might be scary at first, but I highly suggest that you use a marker or a felt tip liquid liner. Now, there are ones that actually look like pins, which is actually the one that I used the longest. When I first tried that like Wet n Wild one that kind of looks like this, you know, like it comes in this little package, I could not control it to save my life. Like, it looked insane because I didn't know what I was doing, you know? Like, it looked crazy. I had tried to do like wing liner with a pencil, and y'all, it looked so bad. And even just my eyeliner in general with a pencil always looked bad. It didn't matter if it was gel or whatever. Like, it just looked bad, you guys. And I just think that, I mean, unless you are like super talented and you can get your wing liner to look bomb with just a pencil, let's be friends and teach me, you know, because I cannot do it. Like, I can't even do like a regular line across with a pencil and make it look good. Like, it always comes out. Like, that's why people used to tell me that I have raccoon eyes even before I started doing wing liner. Like, it was even worse after wing liner, but even before, people used to tell me, oh my gosh, you have like raccoon eyes, because I didn't know how to do my eyeliner with a pencil. Like, it would just come out so freaking thick. Like, if I can post a picture here, like, I'll show you what my eyeliner used to look like. Like, it was bad. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie. It was bad, you guys. Like, my eyeliner looked horrible. And but I was learning. Like, I learned everything that I know about makeup pretty much solely from YouTube. My mom is not a makeup wearer, and even when she would put makeup on, it was like my aunt putting it on for her. And I did learn some stuff from my aunt. My aunt was like, I mean, she's super girly and like always was wearing makeup. And when I would get to wear makeup, which was not very often, like for pictures or whatever, like my mom would let me put on a little bit. Well, she wouldn't even let me. My aunt would just do it, and was like, my mom just kind of had to deal with it, you know? Thank God for my aunt, or probably still wouldn't be wearing makeup. So I didn't have a lot of experience with makeup until then, but everything that I learned pretty much, like when I was doing it on my own, I learned from YouTube. And I learned it that way because, like I said, there really wasn't anybody to teach me. And not only that, but the way that I wanted to do my makeup, nobody that I knew did their makeup that way. Everybody that I knew kind of was more, like, that did their makeup was just more simple, you know, like some mascara, a line across, boom, you know, period. That's it. And I was like, that is so boring. Like, I don't want to wear my makeup like that. Like, I want it to be bold. Like, I can remember, so this is not the aunt that was always putting makeup on us. This is my one of my aunts on my dad's side. I went to go visit her and my cousins, and she was giving away a lot of her makeup because she didn't use it. So I was going through her makeup, and she's like, oh, do you want any? And I was like, yeah, you know, like, I didn't have any makeup of my own. So I went through her stuff, and I, you know, got some makeup. And then I remember she was taking me home, and my mom really was like adamant about keeping me like little, you know, like, she did not want me wearing makeup. She wouldn't even let me paint my nails for the longest time. Like, she was really strict about that stuff. And she wasn't strict about anything. Like, she wasn't strict about much, but that stuff she definitely was. And like, about me having a boyfriend and stuff, like, she was always like, those were the things that like she really cared about. Not even like mascara. Like, she didn't want me wearing any makeup at all. And that day that I went home, I had put on like eyeshadow. I had like super thick like mascara and eyeliner on. Like, it looks so bad, you guys, because I did not know what I was doing. And that was like pre-YouTube, I think. Was it pre-YouTube? I think it was. And I just, girl, I look so bad. But I was just so excited to be wearing makeup, so that's why I just went for it, and I looked insane. But when my mom saw me, she got so mad, and she was so angry that I had makeup on, and she was like, "What are you doing with that makeup on?" Blah, blah, blah. I got in like so much trouble for wearing it, and then I started crying because I was like, I just wanted you to think I look pretty. Like, I was so upset. I was really upset because makeup was something that I was starting to like love. Like, I loved makeup. I loved doing my nails. I loved, you know, putting outfits together. I loved just looking pretty, and, you know, and it was just my version of what I thought looked pretty. Like, I think I've told you guys before, like, I had really, it still happens, but I had really bad insecurities. Like, I just have grown up for the longest time thinking that I'm ugly, and that's just due to my version of what pretty is. I feel like in my family, a lot of my cousins and stuff were always told how beautiful they are and all this stuff, and I was just not ever really told that, you know, unless it was outside of my family, and it would just be like random people that I didn't really know that would be like telling my mom that I was so pretty and blah blah. I just didn't believe it. I went through a lot of abuse as well that caused a lot of insecurities for me, and it just made me think that, you know, why is it that, you know, the people that shouldn't like me do, and the people that should, or that I would expect to like me, don't. You know, that was really hard for me. And to just always be compared to my cousins and being compared to the standard of what beauty was perceived as when I was younger. I just always wanted to look more like my classmates, like the people around me, like my cousins, you know, like I just didn't have the beautiful, you know, tan. I didn't have the beautiful dark brown hair, the beautiful long dark brown hair. You know, my mom would cut my hair a lot, and it was just it was easier for her to keep up with. Like I said, she was not, and she's not very girly, so keeping up with really long hair just wasn't something that she was able to do, and it wasn't something that I really knew about, so I didn't know how to do it either. And you know, so that standard of beauty was really hard for me to kind of keep up with. You know, I struggled with a lot of rejection and stuff from other family members that I'm not gonna name or anything, because they don't want any hard feelings. They don't have any hard feelings towards anybody. This is just something that I'm being honest about that I went through, and it happened on both sides of my family, not just on my mom's side. It happened on my dad's side too. I just never really felt very loved except by my grandma, which is why it was so hard for me to lose her, because I just felt like, you know, now my tie to that family is gone. But you know, I grew up with my mom, and growing up with my mom, I lived in a more I lived in like a Hispanic community, you know, and I loved it, except for the fact that I didn't look like anybody, and I just didn't feel beautiful ever. You know, like I just wanted so bad to look like the other girls that were always getting attention and that every guy really liked, you know. But I just didn't look like that, so I never got any attention, you know. And it was hard. It was really hard, you guys, but that's why I grew up with so many insecurities, because I just let that stuff get to me, you know. Even at that, like, I was always more chunky, and I blossomed kind of late, you know. And even at that, I didn't blossom very much when I did. It was hard to live through that comparison so much that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, people did put that on me, but a lot of it was just comparison that I put on myself, and I shouldn't have, but I was young, you know. I didn't know any better, and I just didn't have the tools to help me when I was younger, you know. Yeah, you guys, I'm sorry I got into such like a heavy topic. I didn't even think I was gonna do that. I was just talking and it kind of went there, but yeah, sorry. That tends to happen with me a lot. I just get into like super severe topics when I'm just talking. I hope somebody can, I don't hope somebody can relate with that, because I don't want anybody to go through that, but I know that people do. Because even the girls that I thought were like super pretty and that I wanted to look like, you know, I was friends with some of them, and they always thought they were ugly and too fat and whatever, you know. I even used to have a friend that gets so mad at me because she was always saying how big she was and how ugly she was and all this stuff. And I was always like, you're literally like beautiful and every guy wants to be with you. Like, why are you saying that? Oh, but that friend got mad at me one time for telling her, like, why do you keep saying that? Like, you know, you're so beautiful and you're so skinny and you're so pretty and blah blah, you know. And she literally one day told me, because she was sick of me saying that, and she was like, beautiful girls have their insecurities too. You live such a hard life, don't you? Oh my gosh, that was just not very nice. I'm still not very nice, if we're being honest, but I just thought that was so stupid and it made me so mad. Okay, so I don't know what I want to do with my hair. I'm trying to decide if I just want to have it down and let it like air dry, and like it's already kind of air drying, but just kind of like leave it however it turns out. I got a few bobby pins though, because that's why I keep doing this, because I'm trying to decide if like I want to pin back my bangs. I'm like wasting all this snow time trying to get ready, but I played a lot in the snow yesterday, if I'm being honest, so I think it's okay. Basically, I just took like a little bit up here and kind of like, you know, back here and then down, and took that much and then just split it in half and then twisted it and twisted it around, make a little bun. I feel like this bun is, I think I took less hair for this one. I don't worry too much if they're like super similar, because when I do this hairstyle, it's more of a messy look. So I don't worry too much if it's, you know, like perfect. Like I just, like you can see it, this is how it looks. You know, it's kind of messy, but it looks cute. Okay, so I'm gonna get my sweater on, and I'm gonna get my shoes on, and then we're gonna go outside because it's getting like brighter, like the sun is getting brighter, and I feel like the snow is gonna be gone soon. Like it's already kind of gone from the bushes, so I want to get out there and enjoy a little bit of it at least.